Hello, future toppers. Welcome to a strict initiative of Swiss Delhi to ensure consistency in your day-to-day preparation. My name is Santosh Gupta, and I am here with the most probable question for prelims 2021 in environment and ecology. And if you have not joined the strict initiative, go to the description and join it, and you will get preparation all the materials guidance available for the 2021 by our senior mentors. And also do not forget to join the Telegram group for the further guidance and discussion. So moving on to the first question. Identify the correct statement in context to the Arctic tundra. We know that Arctic tundra region is the region that lie around the Arctic circle around 60 degree latitude and above. So that region have very low rainfall and very cold temperature. So plants in Arctic tundra have long life. So long life will help you to survive for the longer duration. That has the adaptational value. So first will be true. Mammals here have the small body size to avoid the loss of heat from the surface. So that is not true. Mammals will have the large body size to avoid the loss of heat. This is called the Boltzmann rule and Allen's rule, where you will have the large body size and small limbs to protect the loss from the heat, compared to the in the tropical regions where you have the lean body mass and longer limbs, so that you have maximum loss of heat from the body. So 2 will not be true. Insect in this region have short life cycle that helps to sustain, that has an adaptational value. In a very small summer, they will go all kinds of activities like reproduction, feeding, and live birth and death also. So 3 will also be true. All mammals going to hibernation in winter to avoid cold. So there are some mammals going to hibernation like Arctic fox and rodent, and there are some like caribou who will move into the temperate region to avoid the cold. So here only 1 and 3 will be true. So let's take example of one animal, that is Arctic fox. So it has short legs, short necks and small ears, that just discussed to help them keep warm and loss of heat, protect from loss of thick layer of body fat which protects the loss of heat. Then it shelters in burrows. It may go into hibernation that protect from the snow, and thick furry tail and thick fur also keep as insulation to the body and protect it from the extreme cold. So moving on to the next question, which is the following statements are correct with respect to the boreal forest. Boreal forests are like coniferous forests. They are found in the temperate region 50 to 60 degree. They are a continuous chain from Canada to Eurasia, and it is not found in the southern hemisphere due to lack of land there. So it is characterized by evergreen plant forest. So yes, they have needle like plant and the needle like leaf, and they never fall it on the ground completely despite low rain and low temperature. That is actually the needle has the advantage in the snow to protect it from the snow and also heat loss. These forests are found in the region with high rainfall, long summers and short rain. No, these forests are found in the region of low rainfall, short summer and long winter. That's why they are developed into a coniferous forest from the protect from the snowfall. The soils found here are alkaline. Those soils found here are acidic nature because of the fall of the silcous needle-like plant, needle-like leaves that have rich in silica, so the soils turned into acidic there. So here only one statement will be true. And let's get more idea about the boreal and taiga forest. So boreal both are the same, they are coniferous, and some will be deciduous also. Temperature, cold temperature and short growing season, that in short season they get all the activities like reproduction. They have participation, some area will be wet and dry also, soil very little humus, and it will be more acidic in nature. So moving on to the next question on ecosystem, again it is related to the estuary. Identify the correct statement in context to the estuaries. They are located where the river meets the sea. We know that when the river meets the sea, there can be two things. Either can be a delta or there can be estuary. So when you have delta, there you are not having delta, like the India's west flowing rivers in, so you do not have delta. So you have the Narmada estuary, Tapi estuary, Mandavi estuary. So they are located where basically the fresh water is meeting with the salty water. So you have estuary and water will be keep mixing and intermixing. They act as a shelter for the animals. Yes, those estuary are the center for the many of the species of both fresh water and salt water. So they are like very high biodiversity here. Saltwater crocodile in the estuary. Then you have Gangetic, you have this Irrawaddy dolphin in the estuaries. So they are basically high in biodiverse nature, and they also act as an ecosystem because they act as a transition between two types of ecosystem. One, you have the freshwater ecosystem of river, and another side you have the saltwater ecosystem of the sea. So their estuary are basically transition between fresh water and salt water. They are called brackish water also, and hence it is an ecotone due to high biodiversity in the nature. So all of the statement here will be true. So moving on to the next question on the coral reefs. Consider the following statement in context to the coral. This is one of the most talked and most threatened ecosystem of aquatic nature in the world, and also most important for our earth. They occur near the source of fresh water, which is nutrient rich. So coral reefs, though found in the sea, they never occur to the source of fresh water like Ganga Delta or Kaveri Delta, because fresh water is also not healthy for them. They are harmful for the corals. So first will not be true. Corals are fast growing colony of animals. We know that corals are the symbiotic animals. They have the algae. They will provide shelters to the algae called zooxanthellae. So they have the symbiotic relationship with algae is producing food by taking nutrients from the corals and also oxygen from the atmosphere. So they will produce food, and they will get shelter from the coral, and in turns coral will get also food from the algae. So they are in like a symbiotic relationship that produce oxygen for the world. There are so two will be true also. They referred as a tropical rainforest of the ocean. So due to very high biodiversity of the coral reefs, even in the tropical waters, they have very high numbers of very colorful kind of coral reef. Thousands of species of coral reefs are found. That's why they are called they are putting as biodiverse as the rainforest of the world. So they are called the oceans, rainforest of the oceans. So you have the 2 and 3 will be true in this case. And let's get more idea about the corals also. So they will the tropical corals are found up to from tropical and subtropical nature, equator to 30° north and south, and they survive in the moderate temperature like 26-27 and up to shallow depth 80 feet to 230 feet. And they are also protecting the the coast areas from the waves and other kind of disturbance, and they survive in the lighted zone. Thus, because zooxanthellae need light to survive, and also they cannot tolerate very high sediment or fresh water, very high nutrients. And when they are exposed to air, they will be die because they only survive in the water. And also they like the lots of babies because they bring the nutrients for them. And there is another type of corals that you know, which is called the mesophotic corals. Unlike tropical corals, which produce their own food through symbiotic relationship, mesophotic corals are found at the depth of 2000 feet, and they have tentacles to catch the seafood. But they are less studied, but they are one of the also most diverse kind of corals. But they are found in the bottom at the lower level and less areas of less sunlight. So both are kind of different, but normally when we talk about the corals, we talk about the tropical corals. But when question is on the mesophotic, then you have to be very careful to distinguish with the tropical corals. Moving on to our last question, this is one of the most important question that topic that you should know. Consider the following statement about the seaweeds and seagrasses. So we know that these are the two of the most diverse ecosystems found in the aquatic water. In the shallow coastal area, you have seaweeds and seagrasses going on, and there are some basic differences. Seagrasses are specialized marine flowering plants, while seaweeds are a type of macroalgae. Yes, the seagrasses are grown from the bottom, and they are like a plants, and they look like grass also. So we will call the seagrasses. While seaweeds are like a algae, and they are attached to the to the rocks, and they will use the nutrients and water for the production of the food. While seagrass are attached to the bottom, seaweeds are floating. So just discussed two statement will also not be true. Both are the source of the carbon sink. So that both take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere to produce their food. Hence, they are both are the rich source of carbon in the, because now oceans are like big source of apart from the coral reefs, they also are the big source of carbon. They take carbon, lots of carbon from the nutrition, and we know from the seagrass also the dugong is dependent on them, and they provide shelter to lots of other species also. Dugong, that is sea cow, it is depending on the seagrasses. So here all of the only 1 and 3 will be true, 2 is not true, because seaweeds are also not floating kind of species. So let's understand a bit more about the difference between seagrass and seaweeds. So photosynthesis restricted to cells in the leaves. Seagrass we have photosynthesis, but in seaweeds, because they are algae, all the cells are producing nutrients. Seaweeds hold simple hold fast to the anchor to the hard substrate. They are not growing from the bottom, but they just attach to the hard substrate. In case of seagrass, they are transporting minerals and nutrients, and they actually act as a filter mechanism from all the waste plants and sediments, that waste materials coming from the land, and they will filter it and they will deposit it on the ground. So both have this kind of seagrass and seaweeds. They take up the nutrients on all the heavy metals and others, and they will filter the seawater. So they are performing very important ecosystem services. And one basic difference is that seagrass will have reproduction through flowers, fruits and seed, because they are flowering plants, but seaweeds, they reproduce through spores. They are basically the kind of algae. So these are the basic groups, and now lots of research are going on to enhance their function as a carbon sinks. And also now seaweeds are used for many of the medicinal produce. Now in genetically engineered seaweeds are getting developed, seagrass are getting developed for using at a fast growth for the act as a carbon sink, and also for the many of the medicinal purposes like insulins, and they are also source of the food for the coastal areas, and they are very high biodiverse in the nation. So lots of species dependent upon them also. And most importantly, at one side you have mangrove, then corals, seagrass and seaweeds. All these four act as a first line of defense to protect the coastal areas from the sea waves, tsunami and high other kinds of sea disturbances in the sea. They protect the local people. So they act as a barrier also. So these two are one of the most important ecosystem we know, and lots of research are going on into, and there can be a potential question in UPSC also based on the seagrass and seaweeds. So thank you all of you for watching today's video. I request all of you to join the STICK initiative and also join the Telegram group. And if you are 2021 students, you can also join our 50 days revision plan conducted by me for the 2021 prelims.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from Civil State.